Somewhere on that key fob in your pocket is a button that could get you out of a stranded, dead battery emergency without a single phone call. Another one could walk your car out of a tight space with nobody inside it. One more could genuinely be the difference in a moment where you feel unsafe walking to your car alone in the dark. Most owners have pressed maybe 2 buttons on that thing in the entire time they've owned the car, and the other functions just sit there, completely unused, completely free, waiting for someone to actually try them. Hi there, I'm Dean, a mechanic of over 15 years, and I've watched too many owners find these tricks out the hard way instead of the easy way. I've watched owners need these tricks and just not have them. Yeah, what I have here isn't a list of neat little tricks for a group chat. A couple of these are genuine emergency tools. Most of them can prevent you from getting fully taken advantage of the day something goes wrong. Today, I'm walking you through 10 of them. 10 of Hyundai's most important key fob tricks 99% of owners have never tried. 10 functions, real button combinations, real timing, and exactly why each one deserves 5 minutes of your attention tonight. Let's get started, starting with a personal favorite of mine. Key fob trick 1. Rolling down all 4 windows without touching a single switch inside the car. This is the trick that surprises more Hyundai owners than almost anything else on this list, and it genuinely varies by model. So don't be discouraged if your specific car doesn't have it. On models that support it, press and hold the unlock button on your fob for a few seconds, and all 4 windows roll down automatically, letting you vent out a car that's been baking in a parking lot all afternoon before you ever open a door. But here's the honest caveat, and it's worth knowing before you stand in a parking lot mashing the button, convinced your fob is broken. This feature simply isn't present on every Hyundai. Owners across Santa Fe and Sonata forums have compared notes and found some trims support it, and others, even within the same model year, don't respond to it at all. If it works on your car, you'll know within about 5 seconds of holding the button. If it doesn't, that's not a malfunction. It's just not equipped on your specific trim. Too bad, but it's worth a try. If it's a hot afternoon and you need your car to cool down before you step in, well, here you have it. That's ventilation without ever opening a door. The next trick moves your entire car without you being inside it at all. Key fob trick 2. Remote Smart Parking Assist. On Palisade, Tucson, and Sonata trims equipped with Remote Smart Parking Assist, your key fob can actually drive the car forward or backward at low speed while you stand outside watching it happen. Here's how to activate it. Hold the forward or reverse button on the fob while standing near the vehicle, and it creeps out of its space entirely under remote control, with full obstacle detection active the entire time. You know, for protection. This isn't a gimmick reserved for a car commercial. Think about the last time someone parked so close to your door that you had to climb in through the passenger side. Or a support pillar in a parking garage left you no room to open your own door at all. Bet you wished you knew this feature. RSPA solves exactly that scenario. It's worth noting this requires a specific fob. Palisade models built for RSPA use a 7-button key that isn't interchangeable with the standard 5-button version. So if you're ever replacing a fob on a car equipped with this feature, you need the correct one specifically, not just any compatible remote. This distinction trips up more owners than you'd expect, especially when shopping for a replacement online and grabbing whatever fob looks close enough without checking the button count first. That's your car parking itself while you watch from 6 feet away. The next trick has nothing to do with movement at all. It's about getting your car breathing before you ever step outside. Key fob trick 3. Remote starts actual 5-second window almost nobody times correctly. Most owners know their Hyundai has a remote start. Far fewer know the exact sequence has a strict timing window that trips people up constantly. Press the lock button on your fob first. Then within 5 seconds, press and hold the remote start button, usually an unlabeled circular arrow icon near the center of the fob, for at least 1 second. Miss that 5-second window and nothing happens, which is exactly why so many owners insist their remote start is broken. when it's actually just a timing issue. Once it starts successfully, your turn signals flash to confirm the engine is running, and the vehicle stays started for a limited window before shutting itself back off automatically if nobody gets in. To cancel it early, press the remote start button once more. This one's especially valuable heading into winter. Think about it. You could start your Elantra from your kitchen window while you finish your coffee. This means you're stepping into a warm, defrosted car instead of scraping ice off a windshield with cold hands. That's a trick you're gonna want to remember when winter comes around, so don't forget this one. In fact, go out and give it a try. Don't worry, I'll wait. Next up is a trick that could genuinely save you in a moment of real danger. I'm talking about Key Fob Trick 4, the panic button as an actual safety tool. Almost every owner has triggered their panic button by accident at some point, usually from a bag or pocket, and immediately fumbled to shut it off. What fewer owners think about is actually using it deliberately. Well, let me show you how. Press and hold the panic button, marked with an exclamation point. Do that for more than 1 second, and the horn sounds along with flashing hazard lights for about 30 seconds, loud enough to draw real attention in a parking garage or a dark lot late at night. This genuinely doubles as a personal safety tool, not just a car finder. If you're walking to your vehicle alone at night and something feels off, triggering the panic alarm from a distance creates noise and light specifically designed to draw attention and potentially deter someone. It also works from inside your home if your fob is within range of the car. Some owners deliberately keep a spare fob near a nightstand specifically because a blaring car alarm outside is a genuinely effective way to interrupt an attempted break-in or scare off someone lingering near a driveway at night. Pretty smart, right? To cancel it, press any other button on the fob. It definitely isn't some revolutionary safety tech, but it works, and it just could make all the difference if you're in real danger. That's real personal safety hiding in a button most people only associate with embarrassing accidents. The next trick solves a problem almost everyone has faced in a crowded parking lot at least once. But before we get to that, a quick break. If you want to unlock everything your Hyundai is capable of, check out my Hyundai ebook. It's pretty much a longevity blueprint built around real-world oil and transmission maintenance schedules, cooling system care, turbocharger protection habits, GDI carbon buildup prevention, and engine-specific guidance. The exact system I use to help owners get their Hyundai to 500,000 miles. The link is in the description below. Key Fob Trick 5. Closing a power liftgate from 15 feet away, even with your hands full. If your Hyundai has a power liftgate, you likely already know you can open it hands-free by standing behind the car with the fob in your pocket. What fewer owners realize is you can close it remotely too, from as far as roughly 3 feet, using the button, without ever walking back to the car. Press and hold the tailgate, open or close button on your smart key, and the liftgate seals itself shut while you're already halfway to the front door with your arms full of groceries. But there's a specific safety behavior worth knowing here. If you release that button while the tailgate is actively closing, it stops mid-motion rather than continuing on its own, and a chime sounds for about 5 seconds to confirm the interruption. That's intentional. It prevents the liftgate from closing on something or someone if you let go because you noticed a problem partway through. Keep holding until it fully seats, and don't assume a quick tap will finish the job. Key Fob Trick 6. Folding your side mirrors from the fob before you ever reach a tight space. Many Hyundai SUVs automatically fold their side mirrors the moment you lock the doors, which most owners have noticed without ever realizing it can also be triggered manually. Press and hold the lock button on your fob for about a second, and the mirrors fold in immediately, independent of actually locking the car or walking away from it. This becomes genuinely useful in situations you don't want to wait through the full locking sequence for, like squeezing into a narrow garage spot, parking on a tight residential street where a mirror sticking out invites a side mirror clip from a passing car, or backing into a spot with inches to spare on either side. You see, folding the mirrors first, before you're already committed to the maneuver, gives you Real clearance you wouldn't otherwise have, all triggered from a button you've probably never held longer than a quick tap. Coming up next is a trick I can confirm has saved my customers the most. I'm talking about a trick that can genuinely save your day when your fob's battery dies at the worst possible moment. Key fob trick 7. Starting your car even after the fob battery is completely dead. Here's a scenario that panics people who don't know this trick exists. You're standing at your car, the fob is completely unresponsive, and you assume you're stranded until you can get a replacement. Yeah, this happens more times than you know. But here's the thing. In most cases, you're actually not stranded. Even with a dead fob battery, your Hyundai's ignition system can still detect the fob's presence through a low-power backup mode. So, hold the fob directly against the marked spot on the engine start/stop button, usually indicated by a small icon, and press the button firmly. The car will start. This works because the vehicle's backup antenna reads the fob at extremely close range, even when the battery is too weak to communicate wirelessly across normal distance. It's not a permanent fix, though. You'll still need to replace that battery soon, since the vehicle won't let you restart the car once you turn it off again without either a working fob or repeating this exact process. But it turns a potential tow call into a 30-second workaround. The battery itself is almost always a CR2032, and it costs under $6 at any hardware store or online, and you can swap it out yourself in under 5 minutes once you know where the release tab sits on the fob's back panel. Moving on. What I've got next isn't necessarily a trick, more like a tip. This is less about function and more about protecting yourself from a genuinely expensive mistake. Key fob trick 8. Why you should never casually order a replacement fob online without checking one thing first. This isn't a button trick, but it belongs on this list because the story behind it repeats constantly, and it can save you hundreds of dollars if you know it going in. So, there are these 3 Hyundai owners I know. One's dealer quoted $600 for a replacement fob and programming after a lost key, and after checking around, ended up paying a local locksmith $125 for the exact same result. Nearly $500 saved by making a few extra phone calls before committing to the first number he heard. Another owner faced a similar $600 dealer quote on a lost Santa Cruz key, tried several independent locksmiths first, and ran into a genuinely common complication. Not every locksmith carries the current programming software for every Hyundai model, so a few visits turned up nothing before he found one who could actually do the job. A third owner was quoted $375 outright, with no negotiation attempted at all, simply because he didn't know shopping around was even an option. The part almost nobody knows before shopping around. A genuine aftermarket or OEM replacement fob typically costs $50 to $250 depending on your model and fob type, but programming is a completely separate cost, and it can only be done by a dealer or a properly equipped locksmith. This isn't a DIY job on most modern Hyundais with push-button start. If you're ever replacing a fob, call more than one dealer for a programming quote before committing, and ask a local locksmith whether they carry the equipment for your specific model, since prices for the exact same job have varied by hundreds of dollars between providers in real documented cases. One more detail worth knowing. When a dealer programs a new key, they typically need every existing key for your vehicle brought to that same appointment, because any key not physically present during programming gets deactivated as a security measure. So track down that spare in the junk drawer before you schedule anything. So, not a function, but a secret you could need in the future. This is real money saved just by making a few phone calls first and knowing what to look for. Key fob trick 9. The mechanical key hiding inside your smart key the entire time. Every Hyundai smart key has a genuine metal key blade hidden inside it, and most owners have never once pulled it out because they've never needed to. This exists specifically for the moment your fob's electronics fail completely, or the battery in the car itself is too dead to detect any wireless signal at all. Locate the small release button or switch on the fob's edge, and the physical key blade slides free. That blade fits a mechanical lock cylinder hidden behind a small plastic cover on your driver's side door handle. On most modern Hyundais, this cover requires pushing and holding a release button on the underside of the handle to reveal the cylinder underneath, since Hyundai deliberately hides it, rather than leaving a visible keyhole on the door. Once you're physically inside using that blade, you'll still generally need the fob nearby for the car to actually start, but hey, at least you're not locked out standing in a parking lot with a completely unresponsive key. Knowing where that release button is before you ever need it beats discovering it for the first time during an actual emergency. That's a genuine backup you've been carrying around without knowing it. The final trick on this list is the simplest of all 10, and it's the one that prevents almost every other problem on this list from happening in the first place. Key fob trick 10. Testing your backup fob battery before it actually dies, not after. This is the least flashy trick on the entire list, and it's arguably the most important one, because it prevents the emergency that trick number 7 exists to solve in the first place. You see, key fob batteries don't fail with much warning. They simply work fine one day and stop the next. And the classic "key not detected" warning on your dash is very often nothing more than a battery that finally gave out, not an actual electronic failure worth panicking over. Here's how to actually check it before it leaves you stranded. Stand roughly 30 feet from your car with the fob in hand and press the unlock button. If the doors respond promptly, your range is healthy. Move closer, to about 10 feet, and try the panic button. A strong, immediate horn response confirms the battery still has real power behind it. A fob that only works when you're standing right next to the door, or one that takes 2 or 3 presses before anything happens, is telling you the battery is on its way out, even if it hasn't failed completely yet. If you notice any of that lag, don't wait for a dead morning to deal with it. Most Hyundai fobs use a CR2032 battery, as I mentioned earlier. However, some models use a CR2016, and both cost well under $6. Swapping it takes less than 5 minutes once you know where the release mechanism sits on your specific fob. Check your owner's manual for the exact procedure, since it varies slightly by model. Building a habit of testing this every 6 months to a year, especially before a road trip or before winter weather when cold temperatures accelerate battery drain, means you're never the person standing confused at their car door wondering why nothing is responding, when the entire fix was a coin-sized battery sitting in a drawer at home. So, there you have it. 10 tricks, and the range across this list is genuinely wide. There are some real beauties here that you'd certainly need in the future. And the best part is none of this costs anything beyond the 5 minutes it takes to actually try each one. Go find that circular remote start icon tonight. Time the 5-second window. Pull the mechanical keyblade out at least once so you know exactly where it is before you ever genuinely need it in a hurry. Test your battery before winter gets here, not after you're standing in the cold wondering why nothing's responding. I'll see you in the next one. Most owners will go their entire time owning a Hyundai without ever touching half of what that fob can actually do. You don't have to be one of them. I'll see you in the next one.